Welcome in, everybody. My name is Seth Berquist, and with me is Colin Light for this sunny matchup between the Indiana State Sycamores and the Valparaiso Beacons on Valorant. Colin, I'm a last-minute addition to the stream today, so I don't know a ton about these two teams, but why don't you tell me a little bit about just what you know going into this matchup?
All right, so Indiana State, what I've seen is that they've got some really good players on their team. They've Blandy, really great. Zunk, also really great characters. I like some of their strategies that they do. They just started bum rushing sites instead of at the beginning of their season. They were more of just taking things slow, but now these last couple of games I've seen that they're starting to rush sites, and it's actually working for them. So
you mentioned Zunk a little bit, and I know Zunk is going to kind of be a key player here, as he was a big key player the last time these two teams matched up against each other, and the Sycamores walked away with a win. But that was about a month ago, right, that we beat this team. Things obviously change, but also we've progressed a little bit in that month or so. Do you think the team still has that depth to take on Valparaiso?
Oh yeah. I mean, we already beat them once. We can definitely do it again. I totally believe in our Val. If any team is gonna get the dub, it's going to be ISU. Their Valorant team, our Valorant team. So, oh yeah.
I guess today's the day we find out. When we come back, it is ISU versus Valparaiso here on Twitch.tv and YouTube at Indiana State Esports or WZIS-FM. Stay tuned. Welcome back to Valorant by Indiana State University against the Valparaiso Beacons here on YouTube and Twitch, wherever you watch your live streams. Seth Berquist, Colin Light here. Players picking their characters at the moment. We just finished up some bans of maps and characters and whatnot, all that good stuff. Getting closer, I'm getting a little more nervous. Before we started the stream, Colin, we were talking about being optimistic, but let's not just assume here that we're just going to walk away with a win.
Yeah. Commentator's curse.
Commentator's curse is a very real thing, Colin.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
very, very real.
It's never happened to me, but it's happened to Carter and Noelle plenty of times.
Plenty
of times.
Noelle did it on Wednesday when me and her were streaming Smash Bros. Together.
She did it the last time we were streaming together, too. So we are going into the game.
Looks like we are getting things set here.
I'm seeing some pretty interesting picks right here. We've got Tohei, Raze. Clove is always a nice pick because she's got that really good ultimate where she can res herself. That's very nice. And so, as we see here, and this map also has 3 points to defend. So this is like one of the maps, to me at least, that are a little bit harder to defend.
It's all about flanking, Colin.
It's all about
flanking.
This map, I mean not this map, but this game, yeah, flanking can get you far. Just having that surprise for sure. But right now we are in the buy phase. We got some people, we got most of the team rocking with Ghosts.
And we are underway.
Oh yeah. And it seems like most of the team is going towards
Flashing!
C.
Good hit!
Ooh, and that Yoru clone gets the blind on Rise. Pizza Pumpkin. And as we see 3 about to go in right now, but Tohei was able to stop them from pushing, which was great.
Pizza Pumpkin really waiting for just like a perfect play here.
Oh yeah, he's really waiting.
Flashing!
And we have some action on A site right now. Unfortunate, Zunk trying to get out of that situation, just gets shot while mid-air. And Landy, honestly, 2 really good characters. Really good players out. How is Indiana State going to be able to get back from this?
Spike planted.
Spike planted. Only 40 seconds left before the spike explodes.
Still 5-3 though, obviously being outnumbered. Very difficult even after you plant that spike.
Oh yeah.
Blinding trap.
The drone immediately gets destroyed, unfortunately. And a headshot.
Last player standing.
That sheriff is crazy. And no ace for Johan. Unfortunate for that guy. But with the first round underway, it is 1-0 Valparaiso.
You hate to see it, honestly. It's just... It's game 1. Look, it's...
hey, there's 25 potential rounds.
25. It's
25.
a lot.
That's a lot. It's a lot. This can go all the way to the 25th round. I mean, and as we saw from earlier games, Indiana State knows how to come back from these situations. They know how to adapt, get back on their feet. And that's something I like about Indiana State. Not just the Valorant team, but all the teams are really good at being able to adapt to certain situations.
Underway here, and it looks like Pizza Pumpkin in a tricky
Rip
situation.
and tear.
Oh yeah, there's
no more thorns.
4 on the site right now.
What? Not ready yet. Good hit.
I would bad right
Not a situation that you want to be in, and obviously
now.
Pizza Pumpkin cannot turn up successful there.
Spike planted.
Ghost.
Still have Ghost trying to make a play here. That's a pesky corner. They gotta be careful.
Last player
Ghost
standing.
goes straight down.
Not a very
long.
That was just an unfortunate way. I mean, Valparaiso is doing really good right now. They're what they're doing is that they're rushing a site, and so they're like immediately making it like a 2v5 or like a 1v5, and so it's very hard for Indiana State to be able to take back the site before the spike is planted, and so I would like to see, and it seems like Indiana State's been doing this, but not really effectively, is play for the retake. I would like to see more of that. But as we see,
I'm all out. It's you and me.
Going towards and Yoru.
Got you.
Crazy Breach using his ultimate to get Yoru's ultimate out. Crazy use of the Breach ultimate right there for sure. And as we see, more action is starting to happening. It is 4-3 now. 4-2.
Looks like Toby's got some rhythm going on there. Almost hit a crazy shot from deep.
And with 2 players remaining on both teams, this is now down to the hair.
No spike yet.
But both enemies, both Valparaiso players, are very low, and so Indiana State definitely has the advantage right now.
Zunk being very careful, as well as Blandy, and nobody seems near each other, honestly, at this moment. Very hard to tell when these two teams are going to finally collide. Only 20 seconds on the clock. Planting.
Blandy going for the plant. Gets one.
And the
gets
skill
the
from
second.
Blandy. And the Sycamores are going to put their first one on the board here.
Sometimes you just got to spray and pray. Let's go.
I mean, even then, with Blandy, that's not even spraying and praying. That was tactical.
Oh, yeah. Blandy did really well right there. They knew that Valparaiso had to plant it. Indiana State's on defense, so technically they're at an advantage at all times because they only have to play for clock, or they can kill all 5 players. But in a situation like that, Indiana State did a really good thing, and they played for time. They played for the other team to have to put the spike down, and so that was really great on Indiana State.
So we are finally out of the bye phase.
And it seems like Valparaiso keeps going for the C push.
They seem to like that C square.
Oh, yeah.
That definitely seems like a few pesky corners that you really have to look out for there when you're trying to get around.
And a little action in mid right now. Ooh, Ghost not able to put up, not able to kill any of them. Unfortunately, now they are pushing towards mid right now. Spike has not been planted just yet.
Spike planted.
Spike is now planted. 40 seconds on the clock, and we got Clove putting some. We got Blandy putting some smokes down right now, but unfortunately, ooh, there is one. Can Blandy get the second right here? There's the second. Can Blandy get another? Oh, unfortunately caught by the Yoru. But with 2 players left on both teams. Ooh, unfortunate. You hate to see it.
In my opinion, it was a little long before we decided to make the push on that one. We obviously knew the spike was planted, and we were worried about who was going to be around those corners.
Mm-hmm.
But honestly, yeah, when the spike is planted, sometimes you just gotta go, right?
Oh yeah. Another thing I would like to see more utility like usage. They've got 2 separate characters with flashes, and I haven't really seen a whole lot of like flashes being used like well, and so I'd like to see the flashes be used more. Just used more well, like better, yeah. But as we see here, Breach going for the concuss, but only. Ooh, and the 1v1 fight. Can Breach get out of it? Unfortunate. And with 3 players left on Indiana State's side, can they get this dub? Spike is being planted right now. Ooh, two by Blandy. Blandy is a crazy character right now. Like, has great aim. 3. Oh my.
And taking them all down, defusing, and it is 3-2. I have a feeling we're in for a tight matchup in this first game.
Oh, yeah. Blandy did really great right there. Being able to get 3, pushing into the objective, and pushing out the Cypher was great. Was great play on them. And so that's exactly what I was saying before that Indiana State needs to do, is that sometimes it's okay to just let the enemies like take over the site. It's okay to just do that and then just play for retake.
Flank, flank, flank.
As we see here, Valparaiso going for an A push.
I think ISU picked up on it rather quickly.
Ooh.
Getting caught in a unfortunate situation there.
And Yoru not able to get the body block off to kill the Rays. There's a little cheese going on there.
A little bit of chaos in that little play right there.
Now with rest of them on A long. Ooh, another one by Blandy. Blandy's just on fire. Another one
Finds
by
one there.
Blandy.
Might be able to close it out for the Sycamores here. He knows he's around that corner.
Oh my.
And another win for the defenders.
Indiana State doing really well right now. Blandy just needed those couple of rounds. After those couple of rounds, Blandy was warmed up and he's ready. I mean, he's ready. Same with Zunk. Both doing really well right now. Blandy has great aim, able to click on the enemy's head pretty quickly. And as we see here, Valparaiso is going to be splitting this time and not bum rushing a site like last time. And so, interesting to see how Valparaiso and Indiana State are both going to play this out. Spike is going towards C though, and only Vise on the site is unfortunate. But Vise being a sentinel, she can lock down a site pretty well. Being a sentinel, because they have a lot of defensive utilities, a lot of tools.
Yeah, definitely the one that you want to leave on their own if you had to pick one out of the 5. But
oh, yeah. And it seems like Valparaiso are no longer going for C and are going towards A and mid. Ooh, there's Turnip Toby getting 1 kill with the flash. Good job. Blandy with the other one. Blandy's like averaging a kill a round. Like this great, good on him.
I'd love to see the stats on this when the game is over, just to see how many Blandy's actually taking down, because we're in the 7th match here and Blandy's taking on a pretty crazy amount in my opinion.
And Valparaiso planting on C under Indiana State's noses. Crazy plant. Now they are going to have to rotate.
I mean, C. I guess just do what you can when you're the last man out there, but Sycamores have to do something.
Yeah, they are.
3v1, I mean, this is favorable technically for the Sycamores.
All they got to do is just kill that Sova. And
they seem a little hesitant, having a little bit of trouble finding the guy. We're down to 2, and they lose that one. It's a 1v1. He's defending.
And Blandy,
oh, he's going to take him down. He's got to get up there.
Blandy going to defuse the spike in time.
Looks like he might.
This is...
Ooh! It's defended.
With 2 seconds left on the defuse. Great job on Blandy with that clutch play. That was insane. Think about that. If that fight went on for 2 seconds longer. 2 seconds longer.
Not even. It was under.
Yeah, 1.87, I think.
Impeccable timing. And the Sycamores take their first lead of the night.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. 4-3 lead.
Now we really just got to work on this momentum. I get nervous when they split up. I think when they have the opportunity to sit in one spot and really use that teamwork to their advantage, I think that's that's where their strength kind of lies.
Oh, yeah.
But I do understand you. That's not the play every round, right? Like, that's...
It's you and me.
And another 1v1 ult from ISO here. And Vi's not able to beat the 1v1, unfortunate. As we see here, Valparaiso bum rushing the site, immediately planting the spike. But actually, spike was stopped from being planted. Ooh, and a kill by Ghost.
Still 4-3 here. Now they're going for the plant again, and they're going to get it.
Planted. Last player standing.
And Blandy with a 1v3 scenario. Can he do it? With his location revealed, this is going to be very tricky. Him putting down the smokes to cover the enemy's sight. Is it going to work? And it might just do it. It might just work.
I don't think he knows.
Oh my
he
God!
got there. Is he going to get there?
The 3-person clutch. Blandy is insane.
All hell, Blandy.
Blandy is insane with the clutch. Crazy use of the smokes right there, being able to cut off line of sight, was able to stop the, I think it was the Cypher from being able to see Blandy. And so Blandy was able to pick off Omen right there and then immediately turn to Cypher and kill him as well. Great play by Blandy. Great use of smokes. Just great all around. And as we see here, it seems like Valparaiso is splitting up with some going to A and some going to C. Love to see how this is going to play out.
Who's next?
It was very cool to see Blandy. Like, I watched him when he was finally in that 1v1. I got to, I saw his thought process kind of exploring his options. Trying to check those extra turns before he got that last kill.
And Blandy with the 2 kills. Ooh. And the spike is being planted right now with ISO and Sova. Ooh. And the concuss with Sova remaining and down, making it a 6-3 game. Indiana State's lead. What a crazy game.
The Beacons have only been kept to 3 for a short period of time.
Oh yeah, like I said, all it took was those 3 rounds for Indiana State to just get warmed up. Like I said, that's what Indiana State's really good at. They're really good at being able to adapt to certain situations. Yeah, it might take a little bit. It might take a couple of rounds to adapt to the team, but Indiana State is doing a really good job at being able to fight off these different strategies where sometimes they're bum rushing a site, sometimes they're splitting, and Indiana State's doing a really good job of that, especially Blandy. Blandy with 18 kills already. Ooh, and Zunk with the 1 kill, making it a 5v4, and with Omen sitting in the corner, scared. The rest of Valparaiso going at B right now. And with 1 dead, makes it a 4v2. Ooh. With Valparaiso in a very tricky spot, they are going to have to make some decisions.
This still isn't easy for the Sycamores. You really got to be careful about these turns.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, as we saw that one round, there was like, what, 3 or 4 of them alive, and they all died. Like, Indiana State died to, like, all of, like, just, it was like 2 of them, yeah. It was like a 4v2, yeah.
Zunk is still thinking he's in a 1v1 over by A.
Ooh.
Spike down, C.
And there we go. Defenders win another round, making it 7-3, Indiana State's lead. And as we see, goes flicking his knife right here. And a timeout has been started by Valparaiso. Oh, what a game.
A lot to say about what we just saw there.
What a game.
Wow. Wow, that's really all I can say, honestly. Valpo got 3 rather quickly, right? And we had fell behind, and I was worried that a lot had changed from this Valpo team since the last time we saw them. But then we saw Blandy get a little warmed up. Zunk started hitting some shots. I mean, we even saw Toby hit some pretty intense plays there. And now the Sycamores are in a very good spot.
Oh, yeah.
They are just over halfway to that finish line on the first match. Really, I don't know what else there is to say. I mean, do you notice anything that still needs improvement?
From Indiana State, all I can say is that Blandy is doing really good right now, and I feel like Indiana State relies on Blandy maybe a little too much because, as we see right here, Blandy has 18 kills.
That's a lot of kills.
Blandy has 18 kills while the rest of our team has like 7 to 5. And so sometimes I feel like we rely a little bit on Blandy too much, and when Blandy does die, I mean, the whole team kind of just like falls apart. Not necessarily all the time, but when Blandy dies, I mean, like, their chances of winning a round does go down.
I mean, yeah, that's just that, like, kind of team depth, and something that's definitely going to be improved on over this season, and I think we already kind of have. But
Oh, yeah, definitely, like, there's a little bit more independence between the team. But like I said, sometimes I would like the team to, like, kind of play, not necessarily around Blandy, but, like, try and play as they don't have Blandy. Because, I mean, Blandy is really good, and yeah, he may be able to carry, but he's not gonna be able to carry every single game. And so you do need characters. You do need people who are able to be really good on their own. And with Pizza Pumpkin just spraying and praying through the smoke, and another 1v1 ultimate, and it is lost, unfortunately.
0 for 3 on 1v1s.
Unfortunate. And with Breach ulting was not able to really do much with it, but here is Raze's ult. Is she going to be able to get anyone? And no, that's unfortunate. And Blandy not being able to get any kills. It is up to Zunk right now to be able to try and defuse this bomb, and unfortunate. Zunk was able to get 2, though, not making it a flawless, because it was pretty close to being a flawless. And we are at the last round before the switch, and so we are going to be seeing a lot of guns, a lot of good guns out. We're going to see Vandals. You know something? I haven't seen an AWP yet. I haven't seen an AWP in any of the games that we've played.
Colin's hoping for an AWP.
They're afraid to play the sniper. They're afraid to play it. They are. I mean, it's the most expensive weapon in the game, but it's so good. It's so good.
It is very good, but also with a fast-paced game like this, you don't know if snipers are going to be the move, right? Like, snipers take a while. You get one shot and then you got to pause for a bit.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like this map, I wouldn't say like an AWP would be good, but like some of those longer, wider maps that have like longer range, definitely like could benefit with a sniper. Like you could definitely do good with a sniper on those maps. Like Haven has A long, or is it C long? I think it's C long. Yeah, it's C long. C long's really long, and so it's like things like that are really good for snipers. As we see here, Tejo using his bot. Ooh, and a bum rush from Valparaiso, but it's not working because Blandy got a kill on him. And as we see, Cypher is stuck in the site right now. And a res from Blandy. Blandy going to need to get a kill right here if wanting to stay alive. And there it is. And a shotgun to the back.
4v2, but we still have Zunk.
One enemy remaining.
And as we see right here, 14 seconds remaining. Spike
carrier is killed.
10 seconds left.
And if they don't get that spike down, and it looks like they're not going to be able to.
And that is another win for Indiana State, making it 8-4. Going into this second phase, the second round, like second half of the round, Indiana State's in a pretty good spot right now. They're in a really good spot.
No,
They're
absolutely.
Up 4 rounds.
After the timeout from Valpa, we got they had one good game, right, and then just we quickly adapted. And I think that's something very special about this team is that they know they can see the play style change, and they are so quick in the next game to say, okay, this is how we move on. This is how we adjust. And obviously that's led by Blandy, and I know Zunk is making a ton of call-outs over there.
Oh yeah, I can hear their call-outs from over here. Definitely this team, they're very excited. They are doing their best, and as you can see, they're really good. They have good strategy. Blandy going in right here. Are they going to see the Yoru hiding in the corner? I do not think so. And Yoru getting the drop on Indiana State, killing both Blandy and Ghost. Unfortunate.
That was an impressive move.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. He did that quickly, too. And with Turnip Toby rotating to mid, is Indiana State going to be able to get this off with a fake defuse? Ooh. Very close. Very, very close headshot. Ooh, and there is one. Making it a 4v2. Is Turnip Toby and Pizza Pumpkin going to be able to clutch this up?
Well, Toby's got to drop that spike at some point, but we're not quite sure where the best spot is going to be.
No.
And he seems a bit cornered. So
as we see, no matter what site they're going on, there's Valparaiso, there's a player on Valparaiso at every site, and so they are going to need to choose carefully what site they want to choose.
He's kind of walking along the wall here, trying to find a good spot for A.
And
he's getting that spike down. And now here comes the swarm.
Here comes the swarm of just abilities. Yep. Unfortunate.
Now this is going to be left.
Now, with Pizza Pumpkin dead, Valparaiso going to defuse the spike, giving them a point, making it 8-5.
Intense battle. We got it to run a tad long. Obviously, losing Blandy first is not an ideal situation that we want to be in. He carries the team on his back, and the team is just kind of lost without him out there, quite honestly.
Yeah, that Yoru play was really good on Valparaiso's side. And as we see now, Indiana State's at a very bad disadvantage because they lost a round and now they don't have a lot of econ. And as we see, they're using pistols and the shorty because they just don't have any money. And then while we see on the other team, Valparaiso has some pretty decent guns like Spectres and all that jazz. But as we see here, Indiana State slowly pushing towards A. Ooh, and Yoru with the Marshall missing Blandy. Very close. Very close. And with Indiana State now bum rushing to the site. Ooh, and with Johan getting 2 kills with the Guardian. It is now up to Pizza Pumpkin to clutch this up.
1v5, Pumpkin, let's go.
With just a pistol. Unfortunate. That was just so unfortunate. Johan got those 2 kills with the Guardian, and it just fell from there. It just fell from there, and so it sucks to see Valparaiso is now coming back from this with 2 wins in a row.
This is still very close, though, and it's honestly, it's anybody's game. This could go anyway.
Oh yeah. As we see here, it is very close. Like I said, all 25 rounds may be used up here. We might see it. As Breach getting ready to concuss any people on point B. Ooh, and Blandy on the flank gets killed by the Yoru with a Marshall. And with Indiana State planting, are they going to be able to get it off?
I think that's a good spot for a plant, but that's a nasty corner that Toby's looking at right there.
Oh, and with the flash, it was just so unfortunate. Vi's in a good spot right here, being able to watch the spike. Ooh, and Pizza Pumpkin is missing those shots.
That was a gutsy move by Pizza Pumpkin.
And they defuse
Give it away.
the site.
Yeah.
And they kill Pizza Pumpkin. Unfortunate. She does not get that Phantom. Very unfortunate round for Indiana State, for sure. They need to... Seems like attacking is not necessarily their strong suit. Seems like
they're doing well at finding the spike holder and just keeping all 3 spots pretty well kept, even leaving one on their own. Trying to find that teamwork and work around Valpo's defense has been quite a struggle for this team.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. But hopefully Indiana State will adapt to it and try and find some strategy for their side attacking, because right now it just does not seem like attacking is their strong suit. And as we see here, once again, Indiana State slowly pushing towards C.
I think I like this move, honestly. I think this might be the right play to go for C.
Bum rushing the site with just Cypher on it. He backed up. He was not having any of it. And with Breach planting the spike, there's now 40 seconds left on the clock. Breach was just barely able to get out.
Finally, one on Valpo goes down. That took a long time before that first kill, and now we're even at 4. Spike is still planted. If we could keep it even, it's still going to take a while for that spike to get touched.
It is now up to Blandy, and unfortunate. This is now going to be an 8-8 tie. Indiana State was doing so well, and then once it hit attacking side, they just didn't work anymore. They just don't know what to do in these situations. They panic, and then as we see, we are now going into a timeout.
ISU starting their timeout of the match. Obviously one that needs to happen after having a pretty strong lead and not being able to adapt there. Definitely a conversation needs to happen. Offensively, not great. Defensively, though, I think there's definitely some strong suits there.
Oh, yeah.
Now, offensively, Colin, as somebody who plays the game and knows it quite well, what do you think needs to be changed here from the Sycamores?
Honestly, they need to stop, freaking out. Because what I'm seeing is that they go on a point, they're bum rushing a point, and then one of them dies or 2 of them dies, and then they just start freaking out and getting nervous. And I feel like that plays definitely a role in how they're playing. If one of them dies, it's just that they just go they just get unstuck. They don't have that strategy anymore. And so, like I said, I would like to see them don't be when someone dies, don't be afraid. Don't just be oh, we're down a player, maybe we should play safer. Sometimes I feel like Indiana State should play more aggressive, but they don't, because one dies and then all of a sudden they're playing very passive, and then Valparaiso just comes right in and just kills them all.
Interesting that you think of it as more of a mental challenge that the Sycamores need to break through, rather than just more of a skill issue that needs to be adjusted.
Oh, I'm telling you, because I've played a lot of games in my life, especially a lot of competitive style games, and mental honestly is a huge point. It's a huge thing. If your team is not mentally in the right place, then you'll go downhill pretty quickly. Trust me.
Absolutely.
I mean, have you every toxicity video that you'll see on any video game, it's just the person does worse because they're angry, they're not thinking straight, they're making stupid decisions. And so like I said, Indiana State just needs to be cool, calm, and collected. And as we saw with that last round, we definitely need to change up something. With Valparaiso now getting the lead, unfortunate.
Valpo 4 wins away from taking this first matchup.
Indiana State definitely going to need to do something here. They keep bum rushing a site, but maybe splitting up and flanking. Flank.
My ultimate's ready.
Oh, and as we're seeing here, Indiana State is getting pushed out of C right now. And it seems like they might be making a rotate towards either B or A. But Indiana State trying to get at least a pick before they rotate, but it does not seem like that is going to happen. And Omen putting a smoke on that choke point is going to make it very hard for Indiana State to be able to push that. Ooh, and as we see here, Vise with the ult doesn't seem like it got anyone with it. Now with Indiana State planting on B side, what is Valparaiso going to do? As we see here, Yoru ulting, and with the flash on Blandy, unfortunate, Blandy was not able to get one.
Last player standing.
And with just Pizza Pumpkin on the team, unfortunate, not able to get a kill. That is so unfortunate.
I could definitely see the visible frustration at the desk down there. They definitely feel like they're doing all the right things, just getting outplayed right now. And attacking wise, I know it's much harder to attack. You know, it's a lot of trying to guess the defense. And when you play defense, you don't necessarily just play your own game, right?
Oh, yeah.
Attacking is about adapting to the defensive position before, because they get to go out to the rest of the map before the attackers, right?
Oh, yeah.
That's the struggle. And as an attacker, you have to work around the defenders. But when you're the defenders, you just get to play your own game. You know, it's very difficult.
I 100% agree with you. I mean, that defense, Blandy was able to really do his own thing, and so was like Zunk, and it worked really well. But when you're attacking, you do have to play more as a team. You have to play more as a team when you're attacking. Because, like I said, defending Sentinels, like if you get a Sentinel on your team, they can basically hold down a point themselves. And as we see here, both Blandy and the rest of their team just got demolished right there, trying to go towards C, with 2 of our teammates left on in this game. Are they going to be able to clutch it up? It is a 4v2. Now it's a 3v2. Zunk with the kill.
30 seconds left.
Zunk throwing that grenade to distract them, hopefully, because now they are all at B, but Sova seems like he is going to rotate towards A, so Indiana State is going to have to quickly place the spike down. Oh yeah, there's 10 seconds left. They need 4 seconds to plant.
They're going for it right now. It looks like they're going to successfully plant.
Yep, and now with 40 seconds left on the clock, it is a 3v2.
Still outnumbered, and it looks like they might just kind of be letting the spike kind of sit and see if the defenders here try and make a push first.
And no kill on the rocket, but
gets a double right there. Zunk goes 2 for 2.
Is Indiana State going to come back from this? I mean, that could be the push they needed right there, honestly.
All it takes is one little piece of momentum, right? That's all it takes.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. They need that momentum, and then they'll just keep on going. And right there, as we saw, Zunk did really well. Both teammates, both Zunk and Ghost, did really well at being able to hold the spike down and defend it, and we're actually in a really good spot. So positioning was really great there by Indiana State. Oh, and as we see here, Tohei in the 1v1 and
Successful 1v1.
hey, successful 1v1 right there. Good job, Ghost.
We love progress.
And with Ghost and Zunk going on A, no one has bomb right now. And it seems like Indiana State is now rotating towards A site. And with it being a 5v2, this is looking in Indiana State's favor right now. And, I mean, as we see Valparaiso being very slow at the rotate with the spike now
It has taken a while for them to get from C to A.
Oh, yeah.
With all 5 guys sitting and waiting for the turn.
One enemy
Ooh,
remaining.
nice. Ooh, and the Yoru clone flash, but Yoru not able to get the kill on Ghost. This is going to be a tricky situation for Yoru, and Zunk with the kill. Good job, Zunk.
I think Zunk has found his role of cleaning up.
Oh, yeah. And a timeout has been started
We're
by
getting another one.
Valparaiso.
It's tense. Nice and tense.
Oh, yeah.
In the lab today, as it is now 10-10, both teams only 3 wins away from getting that first match under their belt. I love that we've finally figured it out. You know, I think Valpo made the right play here in calling this timeout because they're recognizing that we've figured out their plans.
Exactly.
Right? We've kind of figured out their defensive strategy, and I think it was made very clear when we had all 5 guys just sitting at C, just like, come get us, just come find us. You're not going to catch us. And there was no winning for Valpo in that game, and something has to change for them, clearly.
Oh, yeah.
But also, Indiana State needs to recognize that something is going to change on their end, and we don't have time to adapt because it's 3 wins. You don't have the time to adapt. You have to adapt before they adapt. You have to be thinking one step ahead constantly. Getting back into the match now. Still in the bye for another 20 seconds.
And this is looking very well for Indiana State. I love that they did, like I said again, their adaptability really well. They changed strategies. Instead of just bum rushing a site, they're now splitting and playing for picks, which is really nice. And so as we see here, Indiana State being very slow and very quiet with their moves.
This is an interesting strategy that we haven't seen out of Indiana State yet.
No, they are really slowly
They have
pushing.
not left their box.
There is now 3, I repeat, 3 people looking at the flank. Yeah, 3 people looking at the flank. And with Blandy and I think that is Turn Up Toby. And Tohei all on trying to get to A right now. And with Tohei with his drone, his little drone thing, doesn't spot anyone on site, but that does not mean they are not close to it. Ooh, and as we see there, Blandy being invulnerable. Vulnerable, not invulnerable. And this is looking very even so far from both teams. No deaths. Blandy maybe going for his first death. But Cypher, ooh, and Turn Up Toby kills Cypher right there. And as we see Turn Up Toby and Zunk in the same like little hidey hole they were in that other round ago. Ooh, and unfortunate.
Still 3-1 here.
Oh yeah.
Spike is planted.
Get the op. Someone get the op. No one's getting the op. Unfortunate.
Doesn't look like anybody wants the op.
No one wants the sniper. They don't want to take the chance.
Nobody wants to snipe here.
That's crazy.
Two wins away from the Sycamores here. Man, this room is tense right now.
Oh yeah. This room, very tense, and it doesn't help that it is also very hot in here, and so
Dude, it's burning up in here.
it is burning
Where's
up
the
in
thermostat?
here. But as we see Blandy now, maybe solo pushing C right here, and it's going to be maybe a 1v1 between Blandy and Egg right here. Let's see who wins it. Ooh, and Blandy with the headshot. Good on Blandy, winning that 1v1.
That's a great start.
Oh yeah, makes C right open. C is right open for Indiana State to take. And as we see with all the smokes being put down, blocking line of sight from everyone.
Looks like ISU is going to make that push over to C.
Oh yeah.
They have 3 there now.
And they are waiting for the spike planter to go. And as we see Blandy now dead, Indiana State's really going to have to do something here.
Ghost is planting. You still have Zunk with you. Without Blandy, it's still possible.
Ooh. And just unfortunate. I mean, yeah, just so unfortunate. Indiana State once again just kind of panicked, and they left the site, as you saw. They left the site, giving Valparaiso honestly like a really good advantage, because this site in particular, it's really hard to see the bomb from where the attackers are coming from. And so when they try and backtrack after they rotate, it's kind of hard for them to get line of sight on the spike. And so even though maybe that seemed like the good idea, they were really giving Valparaiso an advantage by doing that. And as we see here, 11-11, tied up game, very close the entire time. Literally still can be anyone's game at any point. And I'm excited to see how this game is going to turn out. And as we see here, Ghost with the bot to scout out things before just going on the site. And as we see Yoru being the only one on C, can Ghost get this pick on Yoru? But does not seem like it is going to, since Omen put the smoke out, and so is clearing their line of defense. So now Indiana State is choosing to rotate here, but Omen is right on top of those smokes.
A bum rush to A might not be a bad push here.
Exactly, as we see a lot of their team is on A, a lot of Indiana State's team is on A, and it seems like they are going to be planting the spike very soon. Just checking it out real quick. And Turnip Toby planting the spike is now a 3v2 with Blandy still here. Is Turnip Toby going to be able to get a kill on this Omen right here? And there we go, Turnip Toby with the headshot, making it a 3v1. This is going to be a very tough situation for Cypher. And as we see, he's now on site. And there we go, Turnip Toby with the third kill, giving him a 3K that round.
Match point.
And it is now match point for Indiana State, giving them a really good advantage here. Really
close. It looks like Toby's going to be the spike carrier here for the Sycamores.
Oh yeah, you always want like an initiator, normally to have the spike, just because they have like the flashes. They can go in and out of a site pretty quickly. And so like with Breach right here, he has a whole bunch of things. He has flashes. He has that concuss. He has that like blast, it's like blasting an area three times. It's really nice. And so he's really good at being able to control like certain areas, like certain areas and maps. as we see here, they are not going to A and instead slow pushing towards C. And with the 1v1 scenario, and Ghost gets it again. Good on Ghost. But with a 4v4 situation, this is still anyone's game. Indiana State obviously playing it slow because they do not want to give Valparaiso a win right here.
Playing it very slow, but that spike needs to be dropped, and it looks like Toby's going to try and drop, but unsuccessful.
And Sova with, honestly, a really good ult. And as we see, Ghost getting 3 picks. All he needs is that one last one for an ace. Can Ghost get the ace? Come on, Ghost. Come on, Ghost. Get the ace.
Oh, he's right there. Still have 2 left on the map.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And that spike is on its way out.
Ooh,
and there is the win for the Sycamores.
Good job.
Taking the first.
Taking the first round, exactly.
And all it takes is 1 more. That's all we need.
And I mean, as we saw with Indiana State right there, they're doing really well. And like I said, I kind of take back the statement I said earlier. Indiana State is doing honestly a pretty good job, like without Blandy. Like those couple of rounds where Blandy dies pretty early on. I mean, they're doing really well with that, and so I'm glad we're seeing more of that. And as we see with the stats here, Blandy with 25 kills and Ghost with 17 and Zunk with 17. Great performance by the players right there.
Fantastic stats
sure.
all around.
Oh, yeah. Like, really great performance from the players. Just very good all around. And so, yeah, I'm excited for this next game.
Yeah, me as well. We are going to take a quick break, but when we come back, it is Game 2 of the Indiana Sycamores versus the Valpo Beacons here on wherever you watch our live stream.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome back. We are getting started here in match 2. Seth Burke was alongside Colin Light. Sycamore's taking on the Valpo Beacons. It is a tense one. And if it's anything like that last match that we just saw here, Colin, there's going to be a lot of tension in the room.
Oh yeah. And as we see here with these picks, Valparaiso not necessarily changing it up that much at all, honestly. They have all the same characters, and for Indiana State, it seems like we are switching up just a little bit with Pizza Pumpkin switching up the Sentinel to Killjoy, and Blandy switching up the Duelist to Jet instead of Clove. So I'm excited to see how. I mean, Blandy on Jet is going to be insane. So I'm excited to see how he's going to.
Very exciting. Very exciting. Jet's always a fun one.
Oh yeah. Jet has like really good mobility, and I don't know what it is, but it just seems like in every like game where it's like kind of like a hero shooter and like people have different abilities, people love playing the mobility characters. And so
looks like we're. I can't tell. Are we defending or?
Yes, we are defending.
We are defending. There we go.
We are defending right now, and this is Haven with another 3 sites. But as we saw last game with Indiana State defending, that was not a problem at all. Indiana State does really well at being able to defend 3 different sites. And as we see with Killjoy right here, she is able to just basically lock down a site on her own. And so that's what makes these 3 sites plausible, I guess, is that Sentinels are able to just honestly defend a site by themselves. As we see right here with Blandy getting ready for the dash. And with Sova on the drone trying to scout out the area. Ooh, Blandy with the headshot. Blandy with 2 headshots. Ooh, great double kill from Blandy there, making it 3v5.
Spike holder quite low at the moment.
Ooh, a 4th. A 5th.
There goes a 5th. Is he going to finish it?
Oh. And Zunk takes the ace.
Zunk takes it.
Zunk took the ace, unfortunately.
They're laughing up there. They're having a good time. Zunk was just like, my bad.
This is great. I mean, as we can see, I mean, as long as we have that mental, as long as we're in good spirits, we're definitely going to have a good chance right here. And as we see here, Valparaiso splitting up.
It's a very interesting strat. They're very split up, but they're pushed very, very forward, and they have one person kind of sitting in the back ready to run wherever they need to go.
Exactly. Ooh, and as we see here, smoke's going out everywhere on both C and B. As we see here, it seems like Valparaiso is going for a mid push, but also 2 at C as well. And Pizza Pumpkin with the kill. Blandy with another one. Oh, and as we see here, ooh, and with Spike down, that is giving Indiana State a really good advantage right here. Cypher going to have to do something. Oh, and Ghost gets the kill on Cypher. Great job, Indiana State, right there.
And we've already proven we got the defense here, right?
Oh, yeah.
So, to me, from my perspective, I'm going to knock on some wood because I don't want to curse anybody. There's a cabinet over here. As many things as wood as possible. This should be a breeze.
Oh,
Getting through these first 8, right?
Oh, yeah.
Getting past there and attacking and trying to split their defense, not as easy.
I'm excited to see how this team is going to play on defense, because they've got a good amount of defensive characters. Killjoy, Omen, they're all like really good like defensive characters. They don't necessarily shine the most as like a Jet would on attack. And as we see here, Yoru teleporting on site, but turn up Toby able to kill him just in time, and now he is teleporting to take his gun. You know that's disrespect right there when you take another man's gun. Like, that's disrespect.
And to teleport to take it as well.
Exactly. And as we see, it seems like Valparaiso is rotating towards A right now. And yes, both Blandy and Ghost are trying their best to just get back to A before they plant the spike. And Blandy with the Guardian kill. And then with Ghost gone, makes it a 4v2. Blandy with the other one, and Zunk with the final kill, making this a 3-0 lead for Indiana State. Great start so far.
I wouldn't be surprised if we get an early timeout coming here soon from Valpo. I mean, these first 3 matches, even though they've been like they're just the first 3, like it's been domination. We have pummeled them.
I'm telling you, if there's an early timeout by Valparaiso, you know they're struggling. You know they're going to be struggling.
Well, and also, like, they have to be on their toes because they lost the last one, right? And they were so close to coming back and getting that comeback win in the first game. And if you lose the first game by only 2 and then you're getting clobbered this bad in the second game, like, the mentality cannot be good.
Oh, yeah. Definitely their mentality is not the greatest right now from Valparaiso, as you can kind of see that with their performance. Honestly, a great Cypher smoke right there, them being able to go up that wall. But as we saw, Zunk killed them both before they could do anything.
Spike planted.
They have planted, deploying a drone up there.
Zunk getting ready for the blind. I don't think it hit anyone. Zunk
what
with
a sneak.
the headshot. Ooh.
Impressive through the smoke.
And now the 1v1 for the defense. Ooh. That was a crazy ace right there from ISO.
They've got a highlight for the reel. That's that was impressive. I gotta give it to him. That was cool.
I can't believe he was able to take that back on his own. It was like a 3v1.
He got one shot through the smoke, and then he got the other 3, and then forced the 1v1 for the ace. That's pretty disrespectful. That's crazy.
Honestly, that 1v1 right there, really good use of the ult for sure. And as we see Valparaiso making a rush towards A right now, they are taking it a little bit slower this time. Ooh, and with the immediate destruction of the clone, Yoru does not have that utility anymore. Ooh, and as we see here, Ghost being both blinded and vulnerable really sucks.
Yeah, all you can do there is spray.
Mm-hmm. Unfortunate. And as we see Valparaiso take over site, Indiana State is going to have to play for the retake. And as we can see right here, Pizza Pumpkin with the flank. And it's not looking good. But Indiana State can take this back right here with Zunk and turn up Toby.
Never put it past Zunk to come in clutch.
Oh, and Zunk just got jump scared there.
He's got 1, got to take down 2 more here. I think Toby knows what's around that corner.
Yeah, he was ready for it. I just don't think, unfortunate. Not able to defuse the bomb in time.
Wow.
And still dies.
Very good try. He almost got there, honestly. Like, if he would have got that 1 kill, it would... it would have been neck and neck to see if he got to that spike on time.
Oh, yeah. As we see here, Valparaiso making a comeback so far. Indiana State needs to do something. And what that is, who knows? I mean, Valparaiso does keep switching it up. It seems like every round they're doing something different. So see, now they have 4 people going towards C and only 1 person looking at the flank. Oh, and as we see Yoru with, oh my god, Pizza Pumpkin being, ooh, and bombarded right there. Pizza Pumpkin was just panicking, just not really a good situation to be in. Ooh, and Omen with the flank, but dies to Ghost. And with the spike planted, Indiana State has 40 seconds on the clock. Ooh, and as we see there, Blandy with the kill, but Blandy has 30 health, so this is going to be very tricky for Blandy. Ooh, Blandy with the second. Can Blandy get the third? And as we see here, Blandy. Ooh, and Blandy with the third. Crazy 3v2 clutch right there. Good job, Indiana State, especially Blandy getting 3 right there. Good job.
Winning 3 in a row, then losing 2 in a row. Now we're getting that momentum back. It seems like the Sycamores are kind of on their footing again.
And I want to say, good on Blandy not to use his ult there. He knew he didn't need it, and he knew he could save it for another round. Good on him. Good on him. You don't see a lot of players do that, especially in like games like Overwatch and Marvel Rivals. I see a lot of people who, like, as soon as they get their ult, they immediately use it. And good on Blandy for being able to manage that. And as we see here, Valparaiso going towards C, and with ISO having another 1v1. Ooh, and Turn Up Toby not able to get the 1v1. And as we see Blandy flanking with Ghost and Zunk trying to distract Valparaiso right now. And Zunk being revealed, his location being revealed. They now know where he's at, and both Jet and Omen are both now sitting in this garage. Ooh, and immediately both get killed by Johan. Unfortunate. That was just, that sucked. That ISO he's doing really good. Johan's doing really good on the ISO right now. That is definitely a player Indiana State is going to have to watch out for. And as we see here, Indiana State has 4 ults in their belt. And so I would like to see maybe an ult play here this round. Maybe use an ult. Because they do help, and they do help give you an advantage towards things. And as we see here, it seems like Valparaiso is going for another C push.
Turrets destroyed.
And Pizza Pumpkin's turret was immediately destroyed. And as we see Pizza Pumpkin doing a really great thing right here, just letting Valparaiso take the site and just play for retake. But Omen going to sneak up on Pizza Pumpkin, and Pizza Pumpkin getting the drop on Omen. Good on Pizza Pumpkin. And with Blandy ulting, ooh, there's the headshot. There's the other kill. Can Blandy get the last kill here? And as we see here, Valparaiso is in a pretty tricky spot. But Sona Bean. Ooh, and a Thrifty. You know what a Thrifty is, Seth?
I do not know what a Thrifty is called.
A Thrifty is when your team is at an economic disadvantage and they win.
Oh.
So like while Valparaiso had like Vandals and Phantoms, you know, Indiana State was just using like Spectres and Ghosts, and they did a really good job at, you know, being able to save their economy, and they know their economy management is really good right now. Especially with that Thrifty, that's definitely going to help their econ.
It's you and me.
When, as we see here, Valparaiso just ulting onto C right now. Ooh, and Pizza Pumpkin with the kill on Johan. Definitely Valparaiso's best player. Ooh, and Pizza Pumpkin gets blinded and dies to the Yoru, but the Yoru does get punished for it. Indiana State is going to have to move. Right here. And Blandy on the flank, killing the Sova. And now the Omen dead.
It should be a good defusal here.
Yep. And that makes it 6-3, Indiana State's lead. Good job on Indiana State. I am seeing a lot of good adaptability here. I mean, especially Pizza Pumpkin. I mean, good on her. She is doing, she's doing really good right now at, like, she's able to hold down a site, but she knows when she needs to back off and when she just needs to play for the retake. That's really good on her, and I praise that because a lot of people, I mean, it takes more than just one game to just,
Of course, yeah.
switch, to, like, be able to switch, but, I mean, she's really good at being able to think on her feet, at least these last couple of rounds. And as we see, ooh, another kill by Pizza Pumpkin right there. With Pizza Pumpkin being invulnerable, this is, ooh, and Zunk with the kill. Spike being planted right now. And with Spike planted, Indiana State is going to have to go in for the defuse. And as we see both Jet and Breach going for the flank. Ooh, and there we go with one player left. And there we go. Turnip Toby gets the final kill, making it 7-3. Indiana State's lead. Very good start from Indiana State right here. Very good start indeed.
We finally found that momentum. Valpo was making that climb back for just a quick second, but as I said before, the defense.
Oh, and here we see Valparaiso with the timeout.
As I was saying, the defense of the Sycamores, it's just super solid.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. They're doing really well. Like I said, being able to adapt to this situation, they know when they need to play for retake. They know when they need to be aggressive. Just all around great. And as we're seeing here, some of the other players are now picking up the pace, and it's not just like Blandy and Zunk doing everything. I mean, we're seeing some pretty good plays from Pizza Pumpkin. I mean, she's doing really well right now. Being able to hold off a site, and then, like I said earlier, she knows when it's time to back up and let them take site, and when it's time for her to go in and be aggressive. And I mean, I like that, and I want to see more of it.
Honestly, from me, I'm a little concerned about this timeout from Valpa right now. From my perspective, you were only one loss away from switching sides.
Oh, yeah.
What is this timeout going to do to help you with one game before you head into the next
well,
side,
it's actually,
right?
it's actually 2 rounds. Yes, it's 2 rounds.
That's right. It's only
so
2.
they don't switch after the. It's like every 12 rounds.
12. It's 12.
Is when they switch. So that makes it to where no matter what, you'll at least be able to play on both sides, since it's 1st to 13.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, as we're seeing here, Valparaiso is now switching it up a little bit by going to a site. And as we see here, they are destroying a lot of Indiana State's, like, destructibles. And with ISO pushing right there, hurting Ghost. Ouch. With Blandy with the kill, but being vulnerable is going to be, yep, and I mean, yep, just one shot from a Sheriff.
Last player standing.
And it is now up to Pizza Pumpkin for the 3v2. Omen does have ult, though, so this is going to be a pretty, I mean, Killjoy also has ult, so she could use her ult here to lock down the site. Ooh, and there's one with ISO. Unfortunate. ISO was just on her left, and she didn't realize he was there. But good effort from Pizza Pumpkin anyway. There are now 4 ults on the board from ISU's team. I would like to see them being used. Since this is the last round, they won't get it next round. So they won't have it next round, so I'd like to see some more ults being used here. Because I honestly believe that if Killjoy would have used her ult that last round, I think she would have been able to retake that site.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I mean, if you've got the ult, now's the time to use it, which means it's going to be a pretty hectic game for both teams.
Oh yeah, and as we see Valparaiso now splitting this time instead of just bum rushing on one side. Pizza Pumpkin now in the 1v1 circle and loses the 1v1, unfortunately. Breach with the ult. Ooh, great ult by Breach right there. And it is now a 3v3 scenario. Blandy on C site. Ooh, and Ghost got one but wasn't able to kill Johan. And as we see, Valparaiso now rotating towards A, it seems like. Wondering what Valparaiso is going to do here, because they are definitely going to have to watch out for Blandy. But Johan is also Valparaiso's. Johan, I would say, is probably their best player. And so this is going to be a match between, who's the better MVP. And so as we see here, very quiet. Everyone's slow pushing everywhere. Blandy was just able to get just a little bit of glimpse on Johan and see that they were planting on A. And so now with Toby and Blandy, ooh, it's now up to Toby right here. Toby with the one. Toby with both. Good clutch from Toby right there.
Toby's putting in work.
Oh yeah. I mean, what am I saying, man? What am I saying? These teammates are now putting in work. They're putting in work. You love to see it. And now with the sides being swapped, it is now back to only pistols and knives. So this can go anyone's game. I am excited to see what Indiana State is going to do as far as strategy on the attacking side. And as we see Turn Up Toby playing with his phone, I didn't know there was a phone you could use in-game. But that's something, I guess. But I mean, as this round is about to start, it seems like Indiana State is going to be going for a push on A. And Sova with that dart, they're just going to let it go so they don't make any noise by shooting at it. But as we see here, Ghost made some noise. Ooh, and Blandy with the first kill of the second half. Valparaiso now rotating towards B. Ooh, another kill from Blandy. Can we make it a third right here from Johan? Ooh, there's a third, but not able to get the fourth.
Oh, had to reload.
Reload, unfortunate. But Indiana State did plant the bomb. Is now on B, so now Indiana State just has to, please don't shoot that clone. There we go. Ooh, I mean, this is really close.
I mean, that's a tricky play there.
Let's go, Zunk with the clutch. 2 back-to-back clutches from different teammates.
With the pistol from that distance.
With the pistol, yeah.
Very impressive play from
That was a
Zunk.
really good blind, too. Omen has this blind where it goes through walls, and it can hit as many people as it can. But it's a really good blind, and it goes pretty far, too. That was a really good use of the blind right there. And great clutch. You love to see it. Zunk really showing that he is an essential part of the team.
Sycamore's just 4 wins away from taking this thing.
Oh, and
getting some cross map shots already.
Here we go. This is what I was talking about. This area in particular is really good for snipers, but Yoru is just not able to. There we go. There's the one. With the spike now being planted, let's see what is going to happen. Pizza Pumpkin killing Johan. Ooh, and as we see here, with 1 enemy left remaining, this is going to be pretty hard for Sova to be able to take this back. And Sova just...
Ghost had that one right in his sights.
And with Sova just peeking. Yeah, like with the Marshall right there, there was very little Sova could do. But great on Indiana State. They are playing this very well. they know when they need to rotate. They know when they need to be aggressive, and that's great. That's great. We're seeing a lot of good rushes right now on points. A lot of good picks. We're seeing good utility. We're seeing a lot of good from Indiana State right now. And as we go into this next round, as we see Indiana State being pretty split up with Ghost going towards this middle path into a garage. And as we see Yoru on the enemy team flanking Indiana State, hopefully they get a COD of that. Hopefully they catch that before he does some serious damage. And as we see, Turn Up Toby was able to kill Yoru. And so now, with it being a 4v2, this is once again in Indiana State's favor. Spike does need to be planted. Ooh, and with Blandy killing the Cypher, making this a 4v1. Sova using his drone, but I mean, was only just able to get that jet. Unfortunate. And there we go. The 4K from Blandy. Once again, almost another ace from Blandy.
Blandy's getting real close, and I'm upset that he doesn't have that many more chances.
I mean, as we see here, Blandy with the 25 kills, really showing his team that he is a valuable asset. Same with Turn Up Toby with the 15. You know, we always see Zunk and Blandy at the top, but I love seeing a different name up at the top. Toby doing really well this game. Good on him.
Sycamore's 3 wins away here from taking this thing home.
Oh, and Johan with the kill. Turn Up Toby getting the kill, making this an even 4v4. Seems like Indiana State is kind of confused on what to do, but it seems like they are going to rotate towards C.
Got the spike.
ISO is watching C-Long, though. Well, he was, but now he's not. So now...
Toby taking a bit of an aggressive approach here with the spike.
Oh, yeah, for sure, because I think they know that there isn't a whole lot of people on this site, and so they know they're going to take more of an aggressive approach. But right there, as we saw, Sova ulting the spike carrier Toby to get him off the site and stop him from planting. Really good use of the ult right there. Indiana State in a really sticky situation right now. Blandy stuck on site with Pizza Pumpkin on C-Long.
30 seconds left.
Blandy does pick up the spike, though. And as we see here, Indiana State being very careful before they decide to plant the spike. Sova coming in with the drone. As we see there, Pizza Pumpkin getting a kill on the Cypher. And Sova revealing the location of Pizza Pumpkin. Blandy, does not get the kill on Johan. Now it is now up to... It is now up to Killjoy. And there we go, the clutch from Pizza Pumpkin.
There you go, Pizza Pumpkin.
Great job, Pizza Pumpkin. And with Indiana State just one win away from winning the entire game, I mean, very exciting. Very exciting.
This is great.
I mean, as we look on the board, as we can see, every single player...
Why is there a crash?
Oh, and it seems like we crashed.
We're having
we're having technical difficulties. It seems like Valorant has an update
that affected us and us only. I'm sorry for the
don't know what that was.
Sorry for the technical difficulties here. With only one win away, that is unfortunate.
That is very unfortunate. We are trying to get back into the game right now. Hopefully we can. I don't know if we can because we might need an invite, but we will see. Oh. For some reason, it is taking us to basic training.
Oh, man.
It is taking us to the tutorial. Okay, so we are...
And it looks like...
And it looks like Indiana State has...
Looks like that's going to be a Sycamore win here.
It's going to be a win, even though we were not able to broadcast
unfortunately,
it.
we weren't able to put it up there. But the Sycamore's got to win, you know? So I'm not... Dude, that's my tag. It's logged into my account now. Anyway, we don't need to worry about that. You can just shut that.
Okay.
But anyway, just incredible game all around.
Oh, yeah.
The first game was very, very tight. Made me very, very nervous. And then just kind of swept the floor on that second game.
Oh, yeah.
What did you see in the second half that was different from the first?
Definitely, we saw more strategy from Indiana State. We saw more synergy from Indiana State. I mean, we also saw more patience. That's another thing we saw, especially, like, that was the difference between the first game and the second game is patience. Indiana State definitely had more patience during the second half. They were able to know when they needed to take a side on attack and know when to just wait back and play for the retake on defense. They just had like really great patience. Were playing it really slow. They were focused all around. Just great job from Indiana State.
Yeah, absolutely. And we talked a little bit about in the pregame how every team member on this team has been growing a lot, right? And even Blandy coming in and being able to grow a little bit. I really want to shout out Pizza Pumpkin here because right at the end, being able to pull up a clutch play like that, it's got to feel good, especially in a situation like that where you're that close to a win. Being able to get your team up to that point definitely has to feel good. Amazing play.
No, I agree with you. I think every single teammate pulled their weight, did really well. I mean, we saw some clutches from. We saw some really good clutches from like Toby and then also Pizza Pumpkin right there at the end, like you were talking about. Just all around great performance from all players.
Yeah, absolutely. Colin, any final thoughts before we send you off and try and go to an interview here?
Honestly, I'm very excited for the future for our Valorant team because what we heard at the beginning of the stream was this could potentially put them in the conference. And so this win could potentially put them in the conference. And so I'm very excited to see how far this is going to go.
Yeah, it's very possible. We don't know what's quite in store for this team yet, but that definitely puts us in the right direction, that win against Valpo. Colin, thanks for being here today.
Yeah.
When we come back from the break, we will get somebody in here for an interview, so don't go anywhere. Welcome back to Indiana State Esports live stream. I am here with Zunk. helping lead the charge to this Indiana State victory against the Valparaiso Beacons. Just tell me a little bit about how you felt about that.
That was a very fun game. The first Lotus was actually going to be our pick, that same map. They had a very good counter strategy, especially with on their attack. They really played into having their duelist, the ISO, being able to negate any damage, one instance of it, and being able to recharge off of each frag. That was huge in their entries and huge on their picks, because every time they could take one of us out, he could just keep going and get through most of us. Because Valorant's a very, very big decided. It's a lot of it is decided by the first bullet. Each person, each game, each round, really depended on whether we could pick that ISO or not.
So, in that first game, you had 8-4 lead before you ended up switching sides, and then lose 4 in a row to kind of tie up the game before you ultimately decided to call a timeout. What was that conversation like, trying to bring yourselves back into that game?
Part of it was because I was playing on a more duelist role. Chris, our Blandy, he took a more of a step back. He did a more of an IGL role there. His big thing is that he said, it's not working, we need to change something up. So what we started doing, instead of just trying to hit a site, we started to what's called default. We started to poke and prod and see where they were leaving gaps for us to exploit, see where they wanted to take space, and then from there we could decide whether we wanted to fight it or we could let them have it and give them an idea that, hey, they're already up here, but that means at least 1 or 2 or maybe 3 of them are not on any other site. And that's a 3-site map, so it's a very rough rotate. If they're 3 up A and 1 on B and 1 on C, if we get the C guy, we have the whole site to ourselves before they can even start moving.
Just the depth of this team. I mean, starting how close to a month ago, team chemistry wasn't entirely there. Everybody's sort of improved now. We now have better team chemistry. Just talk a little bit about how obviously Blandy and the rest of the team kind of help you get through those wins.
A lot of it is during our practices. We spend time working out what we're going to do, what the plays are. Everyone has a very complex and busy schedule, especially Ghost. He's very active in the music program here. He's at a lot of concerts, so sometimes we don't always get up to practice. But the big thing is once we start getting momentum, it's hard to break the momentum with it. And Toby and Chris and Gabby and me and Michael, once there's a flow going, it's really easy. It's less of talking about coordinating what utility we're going to use to retake or take a site. Part of it is just someone sees something and they go, I can do this off of that. Part of it is we played with each other enough. We kind of know what people tend to do. And so far with us improving, we know that there's more trust between us. I know that Chris can trust someone else and I could trust someone else and Gabby could trust us and Toby can trust Michael and all that. So part of it was building the trust by playing together over time. And so far now, we're rocking a pretty solid team.
I will say Gabby clutching up to take that 12th win at the end there was very exciting for me.
Putting it to match point.
Colin and I both got pretty excited there. Any final thoughts before we sign off for the day?
No, other than that, I just want to say go Sycamores.
Go Sycamores. Couldn't say it any better than that. We will be back on Tuesday as the Rocket League takes on yet another tough matchup, so make sure to tune in for that. But until next time, we will see you guys later.